as you can tell, we're doing makeup today. I have some goodies from Profusion. They sent me some of their holiday collection, these cute little Christmas ornaments, and because 'tis the season as I make this, I figured I would do a little getting ready using some of these items, letting you know my thoughts on them in case you wanted to use them as gifts for your friends, little stocking stuffers. Like, they're super affordable and actually pretty readily available. I was nervous making this so close to the holidays since shipping can sometimes be an issue. However, I just went back to the email that Profusion PR sent me when they sent these. These are actually exclusive to Walmart, so while that does mean that they're subject to like in-store availability, fingers crossed, they are easier to find and certainly faster to find than ordering them online. So now that all that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. First, before we get into the new stuff, I want to give a rundown of what is currently on my face because I'm the worst at mentioning it and sometimes forget to put it down in the whatever that is down below. So, Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation, my shade is 260. The concealer, where is it? NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard or Medium 1. This is actually what I'm wearing all over my face and my under eye area. I used to use a different one for my under eye area, but laziness has prevailed, and this is what I use everywhere. I also set my face super lightly with my Lancome Absolute powder. I've gotten back into my glowy powders because it's cooled down, the air has dried out, and I just wanted to give my skin a little bit of a lift and glow to it. So this is what I love to put over my foundation. Have bronzed my skin with my Believe Beauty In the Tropics Bronzing Powder in Tahitian Sun. And then for blush is my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in Ecstasy. Let me open up so you can see. It's a super pale pink because I anticipate doing a somewhat smoky eye, and on those days, I mean, honestly, every day, because I am super bad about changing out, like reaching for new products once I'm on a kick. It kind of runs until I think to grab something new. But one reason why I love this is because if I do a dramatic eye, I don't worry about going too over the top with the blush. So that is what that is. Holding off on highlight because I have a highlighter product coming on in this new batch of products. And then what else? Brows. Brows are super simple. I just used my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. When I first used this in a video, it broke like maybe 3 or 4 times. Since then, however, have had no issues with it. So not really sure what to think. I have 2 more sitting in a drawer for when I run out of this one. Fingers crossed those won't break quite like this did, but happy to say we're on better terms now. Now, let's get into the new stuff. Oh my god. Have you not learned your lesson, Bailey? Grab a pair of scissors when you unbox on camera. Okay. I want to play with some of their eyeshadows. They have 2, or at least they sent me 2. Whoa! Whew, near miss. They have 2 quads that I will hold on to firmly. The first one is called Mini Violets, and appropriately, it's full of purples. There is a deep plum purple that's kind of matte looking, a light lilac over here, a mid-tone vibrant purple with a blue shimmery shift, and then a light peach with a purple shimmery shift. And while I love the fact that there are shifty shades in here, the palette that's really calling my name is the Mini Emeralds palette, where you have a deep emerald green, or like a turquoisey emerald green. It's super beautiful. A mid-tone camel shade, a bronzy / rose gold with a green shift. Yes, please. And then in the top here is like a soft gold with a green shift. I'm just always so attracted to green, so this is what's calling my name today. Nothing against you, purple, just not today. Oh, and then I also forgot to mention that I have my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre all over my eyes as a primer. Let's actually just kind of zoom in. Whoa, too close. There we go. Appropriately close. So first, I am going to go in with this camel shade. This is on a Morphe M573. Great for the crease, which is what I'm gonna use it for. And I'm just going to run that. Ooh, might have picked up too much. No, we're good on fallout. But wow, talk about some good color payoff. And I'm taking that, I've started taking my shadows kind of deeply into my inner socket, almost up into my brow, even for everyday looks. Like I find if I use a lighter shade, it doesn't look too over the top. It's actually quite subtle and helps fill out my eye area a little bit better than keeping it just out here. And then I'm also taking it pretty high on up to my brow as well. Not totally to my eyebrow, but well up onto my brow bone. And then feathering it out, taking just whatever's left on my brush on the lower lash line. Rinse and repeat on the other eye. Speaking of rinse and repeat, you know what I just thought about today as I was dreading washing my brushes? How amazing would it be if there was a brush dry cleaner? You know, you drop your brushes off, you get them back all clean, spick and span, and cleaned in the way that, you know, they need to be cleaned as is appropriate for what they're made of, whether it is real hair, synthetic, maybe there's some sort of professional deep cleansing machine to get at your foundation brushes, because I swear there is no amount of cleanser that can clean my foundation brushes. I don't know, just a thought. Today I think I want to do a spotlight eye, so on the inner and outer corner, I'm going to go in with the beautiful deep green shade. And learning my lesson from my crease shade, I'm not going to risk any fallout with this because that could be disastrous. But look at that, I mean, pretty impressive pigment, especially consider this is supposed to be a slow build. It's also really coming off a lot brighter than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be, I mean, I guess it's pretty accurate. No, maybe it's just in person, not on camera, but it's looking more like vibrant green as opposed to a deeper velvety sort of emerald in the pan. This brush, by the way, is the Smashbox Full Coverage Shadow Brush. And when I take it in my inner corner, what I really mean when I say inner corner is basically, it's actually not in the inner corner at all because I want to save that, keep it blank for a highlight. It's kind of like the inner third minus the inner corner. So I take it right up until kind of where my iris, is that the colored part of your eye, right where that starts? And similarly, that's where I stop my outer shade. Then super duper lightly, taking the edge of that brush, I'm lightly connecting those two shades in my crease. And yes, the center of my eye pretty much always does get a little bit of my exterior pigment on it, so it's not totally blank, free and clear, but it makes sure, this technique anyway, makes sure that the intensity is at the outermost points of my eye. And then I'm taking that crease brush and helping to blend that crease throughout the shade. Shade, crease. That's what we're blending with the crease brush, duh. And actually before I get started on my other eye, I am going to mirror this exact same thing on my lower lash line. Sometimes I will just take that, like this green shade, whatever I'm using in the outermost points of my eye, and just do the whole under lash line, but I kind of want to change it up, make it a little bit subtly different. And now, of course, I'm going to repeat on the other eye. And just like that, movie magic. Now, for the center of my lid, I'm going to go in with that peachy slash pinky slash kind of greeny shade down here. This does have a shade name. Oh, it's called Radioactive, which is kind of appropriate. And I'm going to take that in the center of my lid. It's definitely pretty reflective, like you can still see through it. So I'm actually going to use, I was using my Real Techniques flat shader. Maybe my name's totally worn off of that because it's like original Real Techniques. So I'm just going to take my finger into that shade. Middle finger is my preferred packing finger. Oh yeah, that is what we needed. And honestly, because it's a little sheer, I'm not going to be too particular about keeping it exactly in the center of my lid because it's going to sheer out and transform that teal shade. I'm going to kind of blur and blend it in with that and then go back in and relayer that teal up just to make it extra pigmented on the outside, but then blend flawlessly in with that center shade. It's kind of a bizarre shade for a Christmas palette, but I guess you can have radioactive snow. That's grim. And one more thing as I kind of pack pigment on the inner and outer corners. I actually, this is a little too round for the shape that I've been liking for my eyes, so I'm taking a clean brush, cleanish. I mean, I've done like a little swish in a color switch sort of thing. Cleanish. This is the Esom W35, and this is what I'm taking to kind of drag that teal color out just a smidge. Just so I get this sort of shape as opposed to this rounder shape. You know what I mean? Now, for my inner corner and under eye area, I am taking the lightest shade in this palette, which is called Gilded, and really packing that on. And this brush, by the way, I think is like a lip brush from an e.l.f. Cosmetics brush kit that I got a while ago, but I believe the kit itself is still available. It's just like, go look for the silver brush set and it's the lip brush in that, I guess. And now I'm just applying some brown eyeliner. This is an Urban Decay 24/7 liner in the shade Demolition. Any matte kind of chocolatey, dark chocolatey brown will do. And next, and last for the eyes actually, I'm going to apply mascara. Going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I'll meet you back here when it's done. We like to keep it quick around here. Let's move on. Let's zoom you out and do the rest of the face. Oh no, I forgot that there was a Mini Eyes Twinkle mascara and sparkling eye topper. So inside this little ornament style thing, you get a mini mascara. Shoot, and it looks like decently wet. So often I feel like in these little holiday minis, the mascara that comes in these tiny tubes will be like super dry. This one actually looks like ready to rock and roll. And then this eye topper, I think, is for your actual eyelids. There aren't any like instructions or anything like that. So I believe it's for, yeah, there's a little doe foot. So it's for your eyelids as opposed to like your mascara. Cause sometimes, you know, there are like sparkly mascaras out there, which seems fitting for the new year. But this looks like it is a sparkly eye topper, but I really love the way this turned out to not want to put this over top. So if you're curious, let me know and I'll give you an update on this set, but unfortunately not using it here today, sorry. But if you're bummed about the lack of glitter, do not worry, we have a whole bottle of it right here. So this is the Glow Up Multi-Dimensional Liquid Glitter. It comes in a set with a teeny tiny little beauty blender that I actually have to go wet. And much to my surprise, this little guy really beefed up as my hand is like dripping with water. So this Glow Up Liquid Glitter is very similar, or looks very similar anyway, to the Cover FX custom cover illumination drops. It looks much more glittery though than any of the drops that I have tried from them before, which I do really like. So let's give it a try. It says it can be applied, should be applied, can be applied. You may apply it to the high points of your face and your body as well. I'm gonna go sparing. I say sparingly as I glob it onto my face. And let's zoom back in so you can actually see. So there is what I think is way too much. Just gonna, oh my God. Ooh. Okay, FYI, this sits where you put it. Oh my God. This is not wanting to blend despite this cute little guy's best efforts. That, oh, I guess it kind of is, but it's taken a little bit to get it to blend out. And as you can see, it is glittery. I think it looks like a wet glow in the viewfinder, maybe on camera, but in person it is glittery, very glittery. And still, I still feel like I have this ultra dense line just sitting right here in the center. It's kind of harder to diffuse that out. Ooh, oh, excess that my sponge has collected. Moral of this story is use a light hand because a little of this goes a long way. I mean, I think I am the spirit of Christmas with this on my face. And I can't tell if it's a white cast from the glitter itself, or if it displaced my product. It doesn't look like it made my product patchy. Like the bronzer and everything underneath doesn't look like it made it patchy. But just to help it blend a little bit more, I'm going in with the brush that I use to apply my blush and bronzer just to maybe take down that shine a little bit. Okay, the other side. I think I've learned my lesson. I'm going to instead put this on the back. I mean, you can see it's so thick. It is not really a liquid at all. Putting it on the back of my hand first, stamping it out with my sponge so I get kind of a equal, oh my God, it's blinding, get an equal coating of that. And let's see how that goes. Oh, that is much, much lighter. Okay, lesson learned. If you want just the teensiest bit of glow, it's not even teensy, it's a good amount of glow, just less chunky, less blinding. What I would do is put this on the back of your hand or another surface and apply it that way, stamping it on so that you just get a much lighter glow as opposed to boom. Here I am. You can't miss me. Now, normally I like a soft nose highlight, but not with this. I'm keeping it exclusively to these parts of my face. And we're gonna put the glitter away before we take it too far. Now last are the lips, and there are two cute little lip kits that Profusion has put out this year. One is Mini Lips Matte, 3 matte lip creams, and the other is Mini Lips Topper, which is 3 sparkling lip toppers, and all 3 of these have some sort of like iridescent multichromatic element to them, so I say we use both. The 3 shades in the lip creams are Ballet, which is a soft light, looks like a cooler mauve undertone nude. Then there is Swoon, which has similar undertones as the one before, but is a little bit deeper. I would say it's like a light medium depth to it. And then the other one is much more of a pink leaning nude, still with those dusty mauve undertones, and it is called Desire. Given the drama in my eye area, I think I'm gonna go with Swoon, which was that deeper nude shade. So here's deeper on. It is not fully dried yet, but I do feel like it's a little bit deeper and purple, more purple than I expected from the tube. It looks more nude as opposed to purple in the tube, but I really like it. Just something to be aware of though, since they do call these nudes, I would recommend them for whether it's yourself or you're giving them to someone, but getting it for a person who enjoys mauvey pinky purples, because that's definitely how this trio skews. And literally in the time it took me to say that, these are fully dry and transfer proof. Like it's just a bunch of glitter from my face, but there is no lip pigment coming off my lips. That was super fast. Now let's move on to the lip toppers. Again, 3 shades here. The lightest is Yas, which is like a light golden champagne with a golden champagne with a soft pink shift. Then there is Finesse, which is a soft pinky lavender with some subtle light blue shifts in there. And then there is Universal, which is more of a light to mid-tone peach with a little bit of pink shiftiness going on. For this look, I feel like Universal will really complement the shimmer I have going on in my eyes. I kind of feel disjointed between the green and gold in my eyes and the cool tone of my lips. So Universal with its peach and gold tones in there might tie them together better. And I am just gonna hit that. Ooh, not a whole lot comes off on the doe foot, but these are pretty high impact shimmers, like they're very shimmery. And there's no transfer onto this gloss doe foot. With even the best liquid lipsticks, once they dry down, I always find they transfer and there is literally nothing coming off here. Okay, so with more rubbing, it started coming off, but I'm telling you, I think just doing a light dusting, as much as you can dust a gloss over your lips, just a light patting of it like in the center if you really want that full pop in the center of your lips, I don't think you have to worry about this like disturbing or disrupting the wear time of your liquid lipstick if you pair it with that one from Profusion. That's pretty nice. So these lips are still pretty purple for the eye look, but that's all the products that we have to try today. Let me know which of these products you were interested in, enjoyed seeing worn the most in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.